Since the founding fathers, the love of the land is something buried deep inside of us. It is our heritage, our history, our passion. And we are its greatest stewards. From the smallest blades of grass to the widest of nature's wonders, this is who we are. This is Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land. Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Polaris Off-Road, Think Outside, Winchester Ammunition and Firearms, the American legend. Hayden Outdoors, the brand that sells the land. Outdoor Lending, we find the best loan for your land. Western Heritage Consulting and Engineering, envision, design, build. Conterra, financing American agriculture. And True Timber, the world's best-selling camo.
Welcome to Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land. I'm your host, Allen Treadwell. On this episode, we start in Kansas on a ranch with excellent grazing and great location before we head down to Texas to check out a farm with irrigated cropland and excellent production. And then we're in Missouri to check out a pristine and highly productive cattle ranch with locations second to none. And finally, we wind up in Nebraska, where Dax Hayden and Clay Owens walk us through one of the finest ranches in the Midwest. And while we showcase a few select listings on each episode, Hayden Outdoors has hundreds of properties from coast to coast listed at haydenoutdoors.com. Now let's head down to Texas, where I had the opportunity to meet up with fellow agent Gabe Webster as he gives me a behind-the-scenes tour of a cutting horse event, the Abilene Spectacular.
Man, it is chilly out here. I'll get it. Okay, I got you right. Oh man. My goodness, look at the size of this building.
Down in Texas, it goes without saying that cowboying is a way of life. And Texas is home to some of the most recognizable and biggest horse skills competitions in the country. Cutting horse competitions like the Abilene Spectacular showcase incredible horses and trainers. And we're here to check it out firsthand.
Goodness, there's a lot going on here this morning. What are they doing, just kind of warming up?
Yeah, this is just the practice pen. They've got the flag set up here. They've got a pen with cattle set up over there. So they're just getting everything warmed up, getting ready for the show right now. Most of the horse business starts pretty early in the morning.
It is, yeah. I didn't expect this to be going on at 6 o'clock this morning. So tell me exactly what they're doing today. What is this event called?
This is a cutting.
Okay.
It's through the National Cutting Horse Association. This is the Abilene Spectacular, which is one of the bigger shows. It's a limited aged event. So it's for the 4, 5, and 6-year-olds. And today is the mid-level open. It's some non-pro stuff.
Okay.
So there'll be 8 or 9 sets today, bunches of horses. So there'll be a lot going on.
If they're here, Jonathan, you'll be first in 3.
He's definitely using the reins a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Is this for training purposes or?
Yes. This is just to get your horse really settled in and make sure they know when the cow stops, the horse stops.
Is he riding somebody else's horse right now that will come to the competition? He's doing the warm up for them?
Yeah, almost everybody you see in the practice pen is going to be an open rider. The open riders are the trainers, and they've got horses for clients, so they're going to be riding somebody else's horse.
Horses they look so good. I mean, you can tell they're brushed and taken care of and loved.
No, it's just a tremendous amount of effort and precision.
Horses have the right of way. Rule 1 of cutting, horses have the right of way.
After walking around for a bit, the crew was really wanting to see this old boy saddle up and show my skills. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really chomping at the bit, if you know what I mean.
I mean, completely honest, I don't really want to ride a horse today. But I get the nostalgia of doing it. Like, he looks pretty cool riding it. You know what I mean? Like, even if you are kind of a pansy, you still look pretty cool when you're on a horse. Cowboys get the chicks, I think. I don't know.
So these horses have a tremendous amount of feel. So you don't ever need to use both reins. You just use one rein. It's called the neck rein. You use your foot. See how I'm helping him with my foot as well?
If you want him to go right, you use your left foot.
If you want him, yeah, that's exactly right. So I want him to go in a left-hand circle. I'm just going to give him a little bit of pressure. Touch that rein on his neck. See how easy that is? So just go ahead and jump on. Good.
Okay, so if I want him to go this way, I'll
just one hand
like
on the
this.
reins. You can let the other hand off the reins. There you go. Push him with your foot, just like that. Back him up. Good. Now turn him the other way. There you go. Good. Now, when you turn him, go ahead and stick your hand out over his neck instead of pulling back.
All right, how do I turn him back around this way then?
There you go. There, good. Now squeeze him with your feet. You don't need to kick him, just squeeze him. Now sit and see if he stops. Good. That's exactly what you're looking for. World champion!
You know, there really is something to it. Sitting up there on top of that horse had me feeling a little more confident, and after a few laps, Gabe hopped up and showed me the ropes of working through these cutting horses at the flag station. And of course, everyone felt that I needed to mount up and show my skills trying it.
All right, it's your turn.
I'll try.
Okay.
I will try.
I'll run the flag for you. We'll go nice and slow.
Promise?
Yes, sir.
You had loose reins, so the horse knows a lot what it's doing, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just hold on to the push on the horn here.
Yeah.
Let these hang down here.
Okay.
Walk him out and around. Walk straight to that flag. I'll move it. Just help him a little bit with the reins.
Okay.
And if you ever get, in a bad spot, I'll just let off the flag. You pull up on the reins, put your hand on his neck, and he'll just settle right down.
Okay.
If you ever get in a bad spot, like underneath him,
It's definitely going on the show. All right, you ready? I'm going to go left first. Good. 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 Great. Perfect. I'm going to go the other way. Good. Now I'm going to whack it a couple times in the middle. Oh, good. Excellent work. Walking back up there.
I'm pretty happy with my performance right there.
That little part in the middle, that was excellent.
I kind of want to
very
call
well
the horse
done.
did everything. I did nothing.
Yeah.
That was all pop.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised it went that well.
No
That's
kidding.
how good you did. Yeah.
Oh,
will
no,
you
I
throw
didn't-
your hat?
It was.
This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Conterra, financing American agriculture.
Conterra Ag Capital isn't just another lending institution. We are a nationwide network of ag experts ready to meet the financial needs of farmers and ranchers in rural America. Conterra understands ag loans are never one size fits all. We listen to our clients so we can get the whole picture, not just numbers on a spreadsheet. We are there with boots on the ground. Conterra, real people, real ag experts. Visit ConterraAg.com to learn more.
Goodland, Kansas, 1976 is where it all began for Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Over 200 brokers and agents from coast to coast. We're still going strong. If you want to sell your farm, ranch, hunting property, needing a land valuation, or in the position to purchase your next property, give our team a call at 866-741-8323. That's 866-741-8323. Or visit HaydenOutdoors.com. Hayden Outdoors is the brand that sells the land.
Outdoor Lending offers a consultative approach to farm and recreational land lending. With relationships in mind, Outdoor Lending's concierge service matches the lender with the appropriate lending partner. Outdoor Lending, where we find you the best loan for your land. Learn more at OutdoorLending.com.
This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Western Heritage Consulting and Engineering, Envision Design, build.
Now we're headed to Sherman County, Kansas to check out a property Dax Hayden has listed, the Ranch on Beaver Creek.
The ranch on Beaver Creek offers roughly 3,145 acres located approximately 15 miles northeast of Goodland, Kansas. Beaver Creek runs through the property, and there are dozens of additional watering points and windmills. All fences are in excellent shape and ready for livestock. A total of 550 acres currently produces certified organic wheat and rye, with 109 acres pivot irrigated. There's a log guest lodge, a separate log cabin home, 2 additional ranch homes, a 55 by 120-foot Morton equipment shed with additional outbuildings, and nearly 25,000 bushels of grain storage. With wildlife including turkeys, pheasant, mule deer, and white-tailed deer, this ranch offers it all.
Now we're headed to a property which lies both in Texas and Oklahoma. Listed by agents Rick Gomert and Stacy Callahan, Texoma Big Water Farm.
The Texoma Big Water Farm consists of roughly 2,360 continuous acres, separated by Oklahoma and Texas state lines, approximately 6 miles from Texoma, Oklahoma. The farm offers excellent irrigation with 10,050 GPM of available water used by 13 center and corner pivots throughout the farm. There are 5 newly constructed superior grain storage bins that hold over 550,000 bushels of grain. Additional improvements to the farm are 3 separated livestock grow yard pens. These pens are custom made with over 4,300 feet of concrete feed bunks, feed alleys, sorting pens, and automatic waterers that can handle a large number of cattle. The Texoma Big Water Farm is a well-managed and highly productive farm, new to the market and available for purchase.
And finally, we're headed to Howell County, Missouri to check out a property listed by agent Jeff Lovin, DCC Ranch.
Pretty entrance here.
Yeah, this is it. This is the DCC Ranch here in southern Missouri. We're, I don't know, about an hour north of the Arkansas border, and you can see a big, beautiful cattle farm here. It's got some scattered timber. And
This is about as pretty a farm as you're gonna get in southern Missouri. It looks to me like, I mean, we're sitting here middle of winter and there's cattle out there eating grass right now. You know, there's still plenty of grass on this place.
they cut a lot of hay off this place, runs a lot of cows. It's long growing seasons because we get good weather here. We're in that 45, 50, 55 inches of rain annually. You know, our grass usually stays green and does really well.
It's a pretty place. Let's driving down this road. I've seen photos of this place online on your listing and stuff, and I know this entryway coming through the timber is just incredible.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And then there's another really nice pipe entryway off the county road over on the other side. Another thing about this place, you know, a lot of this front stuff is in fescue, orchard grass, clover. And then they went through and there was on the back 80 here, it was timber, just like a lot of this is right here. They went through, harvested some of the timber, got the stumps out, went through and disked it, put some new ponds in and things like that. And this whole back piece is in warm season grasses, so it's in like big blue and things like that.
More native grass.
Yes, more of a native grass, exactly.
Well, Jeff, I tell you, I like the way he's got his hay yard set up kind of right in the middle of the farm. You know, no matter what pasture he's got his cattle in, he's going to be able to get to them pretty quick without having to run all the way through the place.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. This is where his working pens are underneath the pole barn here, and you can see he stacks like his dry hay. So, and you can see he has 2 different kind of ways of going about it here. He's got this wrapped hay here, and then he's got his dry hay there in the barn. This farm here, he cut the first 2 rounds off of it. He cut the first one in May, and then again, he likes to cut right around 4th of July weekend. And then he has the rest of the summer and fall that this all comes back in pasture. So you can see these cows aren't eating they're not even eating hay yet.
He hasn't started feeding hay.
No, he hasn't started feeding hay, and we're at the end of January. So we're gonna be grass coming on really in probably the next 45 days. And so, I mean, you can see they put up over 600 round bales off this place this year and still able to graze 80 to 90 pairs, you know, all fall. And so it's just very highly productive, this particular place. And it is the ground, it's the land, but it's the way he takes care of it and how he manages the resource here too.
Let's walk down to the barn, look at his working facility.
Yeah.
This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Winchester Repeating Arms, the American legend. The Winchester XPR and experience performance.
Winchester USA Ready Defense is a select grade of personal defense ammunition that offers a unique combination of stopping power, penetration, and reliable expansion. The innovative hex vent rigid insert shields the hollow point by channeling soft material for positive expansion and energy transfer. Built with match-grade primers for trusted reliability. Be ready when you need it most with USA Ready Defense.
The Slash Broken Box Ranch offers 1,400 acres just 15 minutes north of Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and features world-class hunting, fishing, and excellent livestock and hay production. The Elk River flows over a mile through the ranch and offers exceptional fishing and historic water rights. The ranch boasts a 3,000-square-foot home with ample outbuildings for your storage needs. Elk hunting on the ranch is excellent with over-the-counter tags plus good hunting for mule deer, antelope, and upland game. For more information, call 866-741-8323 or visit HaydenOutdoors.com. This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Outdoor Lending. We find the best loan for your land.
Now let's head out to Cherry County, Nebraska, where Dax Hayden and Clay Owens have one of the finest ranches of the Midwest listed, the Double Nickel on the Niobrara.
Ready? I'll call it. Take him.
Well, that was cool.
What a morning. This is an amazing place, and we're here at the Double Nickel Ranch in near Valentine, Nebraska, and set up a little duck hunt this morning. Had a good duck hunt, killed some mallards, getting ready to go out and chase some sharp-tails, quail, and pheasant this afternoon. So.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of quail up one of the draws. Got me pretty excited, and I knew if I told you that there were quail on here, that we'd have to come make a new visit.
Yeah, the bird dogs are in the truck.
This is a pretty amazing place. This pond's got live water coming into it, and I bet it's dumping 100-gallon a minute flow through it, so it never freezes.
This Niobrara River is amazing because it does have this pond originates in a spring up this draw, and all the way down the Niobrara there's springs and ponds, and the river is a spring river, right? It's not a runoff river.
Right, it's a spring-fed river, and it continues to have the same flow just about all the time, which is pretty cool. And the waterfowl just is abound here.
So this piece on the Double Nickel, we're calling it the east unit of the Double Nickel, is 15,000 and change acres with a lot of good lease ground. It'll run about 810 animal units on the McKelvey National Forest. So it is a true 2,250 to 2,500 cow ranch.
Yeah, it's a really incredible property. It's got exceptional big game on it as well. You know, we've seen big bull elk on here. We've seen big mule deer, big white-tailed deer. You know, it's got just about everything you'd want from a sportsman's standpoint as well as a producer standpoint with the pivots and the grazing capability on the National Forest.
So his program, he's running Sudan grass and sorghum on the pivots and running that as forage crops with unlimited water, so they don't have restrictions on their pumping on the wells.
Correct.
And they're running that to augment the production on the ranch. So it's a pure cattle ranch with excellent recreation. So an excellent return for a cattle ranch. It's one of the best returns I've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, you're going to be hard pressed to find a place as beautiful as this anywhere in the country.
Amen. All right, we're going to wrap this up and head off and try to find that covey of quail and some of those pheasants you scouted.
Yeah, well, let's go see if we can get them found.
Sounds good. This place, you know, I'm an upland hunter, and I know you've been big game hunting and guiding your whole life. The place is so diverse. It as we mentioned, it has the sharp-tailed grouse. It's got excellent turkey populations. It's got some pheasants. It's got, we think, some bobwhite quail. But probably the money aspect of this thing and/or the passion is in the big game hunting.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the first time we ever came here, we climbed up on that hill, bugled in that big bull. You know, he was really a treat to see. And since then, I've been back here several times, and you know, I've seen bulls upwards of 360, 370 class bulls, and that is really incredible in this part of the country.
You know, this amazing place, to see all those rubs from the elk. You're sitting there watching the sunrise over that pond. I mean, that doesn't freeze in this country. We're here at January 23rd. We're hunting ducks. They're coming into the decoys, seeing turkeys milling around. And we take out the bird dogs and we hunt up a draw and try to find that covey of quail you saw the other day. So it's an amazing deal to have that much diversity on this river bottom. Water bubbling out of the ground everywhere on the Niobrara, pivots with no restrictions on pumping, cattle production at 4,250 head or 2,500 head for this unit of the double nickel. And I think it's something, it's a legacy type property. It's a blank canvas because it's a large cattle ranch with over 15,300 acres. So there could be all kinds of habitat enhancement. There could be all kinds of enhancement for wildlife. There could be increased production on the cattle, more homesteads. I mean, it's just an amazing bottom, and the diversity of it blows me away.
This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by True Timber, the world's best-selling camo.
It's what we've been waiting for all year. All the preparation, the early mornings and late nights. Hot, cold, wet or windy, Mother Nature isn't doing anyone any favors. From the piney woods of the south to the old-growth hardwoods of the east, through the ocean of Midwestern prairies and down deep into the marsh, you simply won't find more effective hunting camo. Gear for hunters, by hunters. Gear that works just as hard as those wearing it. Learn more about the world's best-selling camo at truetimber.com.
Winchester Model 70, the rifleman's rifle. At Hayden Outdoors, we truly value our team of professional land brokers and agents. They are knowledgeable individuals, share our love of the land, and are dedicated to excellent work ethics and attention to detail. We are currently seeking experienced land professionals from coast to coast to join the Hayden team. If you believe you're a good fit, please contact us at 866-741-8323. We look forward to hearing from you. This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Winchester Ammunition, the American legend.
Number 5 in the draw will be Boondock Bonus, owned by Pat and Kristen York of Saratoga, Wyoming.
Goodness, so this is the main room where they're going to have the competition then, Gabe?
Yeah, this will be the competition arena, and it's go time.
Oh, everybody's standing up. Look, I think it's going to be time for Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Bang it out too much too soon.
So Lance just marked 216.
Yeah.
That may or may not be enough to get him through. It was just a good, clean run.
So there's 5 judges. We're throwing out the high and the low and then keeping the 3 in the middle. You were saying though, it didn't, like the calves right there really didn't give him a fair shake.
No, they just kind of ran back and forth. There was nothing, no rhythm.
So even all the training, all the effort, all the time, a lot of what you do is based on that calf out there in front of you.
You got to cut 3 calves, and you got to hope that they're good to you.
Look at him. Look at that. You want to be it early in the draw? Like, are you like if you draw number one, first guy out, are you pretty happy?
Well, it's a little bit tricky because the judges don't know where to place you.
Right. Yeah.
So if you're the first horse out, you've really got to show off to get a high score. Or maybe if you're the middle of the bunch, the judges kind of have an idea how the class is going to shape up. You don't want to be late, though, in the bunch, because then you have fewer cattle to choose from. One trainer told me one time, this is the toughest sport in the world where you try to be average, and that's good.
Big thanks to Gabe for showing us around, explaining the process, and letting me get hands-on, doing a little cutting of my own. The sport truly is one of a kind and takes true dedication and talent to do what we're seeing down here in Abilene.
For more information on any of our great properties for sale, please call 866-741-8323 or visit us online at HaydenOutdoors.com.